3 straight plays. Chicago on the touchdown. Watch this. Highsmith comes around and he takes 2 steps and hits Justin Fields. And that, listen, I don't care he's a rookie quarterback. Call it the same.
We've definitely seen that flag all season long.
Yeah. Not Justin Fields. And that, listen, I don't care he's a rookie quarterback. Call it the same.
We've definitely seen that flag all season long.
Yeah.
Not.
This is your man Who Did It. Who did it this time? Coming at you with another episode to Oh How They Forgot. And on this episode, we are going to focus on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And Steelers spelled with a S-T-E-A-L-E-R-S. All praises to the Most High. Let's get into it. Before I start, though, I would like to shout out 2 loyal subscribers and brothers who come by and show love all the time, man. Number 1 would be Lobo TV, and number 2 would be my boy Andrew Walker, because this is his squad, the Steelers. Brother, keep your head up. Y'all can rejoice and celebrate. But you know that was some bull last night with the Cassius Marsh. I believe that's how you pronounce the linebacker who's called for taunting. Alright. Then, as far as Lobo TV, brother, this is why you need to continue to make the videos that you do. People don't understand the difference between script and rigged. Last night was a prime example of rigged. The referees, over 10 penalties, where some of them called for appropriate penalty foul play. Exactly. The brother Quinn was lined up in the neutral zone. That's a real penalty. But what about the touchdown to Jimmy Graham in the corner? That was not a block below the kneecaps. Only in Pittsburgh. And the irony of this, Andrew Walker knows, my family knows, the rest of the people who come by know. I live in Pittsburgh, love the city. I really don't have anything against, per se, all the players. It's the prestige, the fandom, and I know that there's too much connections abroad with the Steelers. Now, I know someone could look at me and be like, bro, you like the Cowboys. Indeed. I mean, for a long time now, I'm talking decades, I've been loyal. Why leave them now? And that's a whole nother episode, a whole nother video for a whole nother day. Jerry Jones is the devil. Oops, sorry for saying that. But it's all entertainment, and none of us should be fans of any man, but we like certain teams. It's a TV show. All the NFL is, all the NBA, Major League, MMA, hockey, World Cup, a lot of that stuff is nothing but a nice television show for men to watch. No different than when we watch G.I. Joe's, or G.I. Joe, pardon me, Batman, X-Men, Wolverine, Gambit, The Crew, Ninja Turtles, and then obviously our pre-teen, we like, Undertaker, Ultimate Warrior, Hulk Hogan. It's the same feeling. I made a video about that a while ago about rappers. Don't get caught down the rabbit hole because these dudes is playing a role. The same thing is script in the NFL. But that's what script is. Last night with Cassius Marsh is a rigging from the Steelers as well as the referees. But since we are pressed for time, and I want to make sure I keep your attention, this is called Oh How They Forgot. The Steelers have a history of taunting. Before the game, after the game, during the game. Now the referee, I'm glad they caught his comments and they highlighted it, that it's emphasized this year. Why this year? I think that they are aiming for football to be eliminated. And I know y'all like, man, get out of here. Yes, it generates millions and I think billions of dollars around the whole globe, but they're making it soft. You can't tackle these quarterbacks, but so much. You can't even give an elbow check to a wide receiver if you are a defensive back or an outside linebacker trying to watch a running back in coverage who runs a 4-3, 4-4. But every now and then, if you happen to go hand to hand with him, they're calling it. Depending on who you play. Justin Fields was called a running back several times yesterday. Ben Roethlisberger gets tackled kind of hard, no call. Only here in Pittsburgh, man. And yes, in Foxborough at times. And yes, there was a time in Green Bay Brett Favre got that same call. Are they good quarterbacks? Indeed they are. But it's too much. There's too much technology to watch instant replay. And then there's too many people out here who seeking the truth about sports. This is why they will continue to take hits. And my boy Andrew Walker, again, bro, this is no slight against you. My Uncle Cam, man, I know obviously thousands of Steeler fans. But y'all got to see it for what it is, man. What they did to Cassius Marsh, I don't understand how TJ Watt doesn't get the same call. I don't understand how Minka Fitzpatrick doesn't get the same call. I don't understand how weeks ago, what's the boy's name? Oh, TikToker. What's his name? Smith-Schuster is constantly taunting the other team before and after and during the game. If you're going to throw a flag for a man who you're not sure if he was taunting or just staring off into the universe, then Pittsburgh, I have news for you. Y'all should have been fined 20, 30 times just this year alone. It's sickening. You know what I mean? And Mike, you know what I mean? We could go back to the trip of the Baltimore Raven game. I don't think y'all remember that, but I know a lot of y'all do. Mike Tomlin tripping them. And how can we forget this dude's on the competition committee? Is there any conflict of interest to that? Mr. Rooney, at one point, the older one, you know, rest in peace or wherever it is that you are, had a tie with Ireland and part of the board for helping Obama to get some type of awards over in Ireland. So Obama had a piece of interest with the Steelers. Come on, who did it? Not necessarily a piece of interest money-wise, but this was for political gain. He was an ambassador in Ireland, Mr. Rooney, that is. And he was all big into the Democrats and the left wing. All of this is bigger than sports, homie. Mr. Rooney was darn near an Irish gangster. So, no, I can never rock with the Steelers. But once again, Jerry Jones ain't no different. Al Davis ain't no different. The dude from the Giants, sorry scrub, ain't no different. Now, there are some organizations who are like mom and pop's success stories. But eventually, the higher up you go, the more crooked you find out things. But I just don't want y'all to forget, man. Juju Smith-Schuster, TJ Watt. I don't want to say Ben, because Ben don't do that. But I mean, other organizations, you see Baker getting up every time he gets slammed, getting up, getting in somebody's face. They get up and start jawing with the defensive players. But the moment you even hit them a little hard, you get 15 and possibly a fine. You call Lamar Jackson a running back? No, he's a quarterback. You used to call Cam Newton a running back? No, he's a quarterback. The moment Ben Roethlisberger is grabbed by a defensive end or a defensive tackle or a blitzing safety, he's a damn a running back, pardon me. Brady and the rest of them, it's called they are a offender and we are the defender if I'm speaking as a defender. It's my job to tackle that man. It's sickening what they did to Cassius Marsh last night. But if you had to do all of that, and the sad thing is you should have still lost. Pittsburgh's not a good team, man. I can't hold it in. I mean, like, they're just not a good team. And to the subscriber and the viewer on one of Lobo's channels who said, explain the difference between rigging and script. If it was script, Cassius Marsh would have been more of a character during the game. Now, he could be considered a character who broke out of script or who was assigned to make a bonehead play. That would be an example of script. But in this case, just from our observation, not who did it, ours collectively as people who watch the game, you cannot tell me that wasn't a rigging. From the Jimmy Graham touchdown that was called back to the Cassius Marsh incident to one of the defenders, I don't want to mispronunciate the brother's name, number 33 that played defensive back yesterday for the Chicago Bears. Even the commentary yesterday with Greasy, and I want to say, oh man, what's the other brother's name? Not Lucius Harris, but y'all know what I'm talking about. The only brother that was in the commentary yesterday for Monday Night Football. They couldn't come out and say it was just terrible refereeing. But you can hear him say, I don't see it. I don't see anything. This is ridiculous. I don't see that. And Greasy kept saying, yeah, I don't see it either. That is an example of rigging. Yes, there was betting traps yesterday because most of your bigger teams that was supposed to win took a L. So if you're a betting man, you would think, oh man, everybody's been getting upset. I don't bet, but I'm just telling you that this is how it works. So let's go with the Bears. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Like the Cowboys lost. Who else lost? Somebody lost to Jacksonville. The Bills lost. Cincinnati lost, even though they was pretty much even Steven on paper. Again, all this is script or rigged, whatever way you want to word it, but there is a difference. So the betting trap would be to go with the Bears. Vegas says otherwise. And I say, have a great day. It's your man who did it this time. Coming at you with another episode of Oh How They Forgot. The Pittsburgh Steelers. As an Stealers. Be well.